Hello, everybody, and welcome to Farmhouse Lilies. I'm so excited to have you here with me today as we talk about homemaking, baking, and gratitude. As you can see, I started off my day in the kitchen a little disappointed. I was so excited. I found a cherry you pick on the side of the road and I went and picked cherries for 2 hours and it was absolutely wonderful. It was so exciting because I've been wanting to do this forever and it was great. And then I came home and found that all of my cherries that I had worked so hard for all had cherry flies in them. So we tossed all those. And in order to make myself feel better, I made myself a smoothie. And in making myself that smoothie, I found tart cherries in my pantry, which was amazing because I knew I had some, but I just couldn't find them, which was terrible. So, smoothies are a great thing, everybody. But I found these tart cherries, which were perfect for the sourdough chocolate cherry scones, which I wanted to make. And boy, they're delicious. When that recipe comes out, it will be linked in the description below with the blog post. And holy cow, this is just recipe testing. So, you know, give me a bit of grace here to begin with. But, I kind of wanted to talk about gratitude today because in all of the monotony of homemaking and this discouragement of just, sometimes we just live through every day and there's just a little bit of discouragement. Like sometimes we really do need a bit of spark and a bit of joy, and that comes through gratitude. And so I just kind of want to talk about having gratitude and making everything better. Um, Homemaking is not always what we want, and we don't always have the motivation or the energy to go throughout the day and do what we need to do to make the house run. Especially when you have just the snuff knocked out of you and something's going on, a disappointment, or just you're just not feeling good and you have to keep going. That's hard when you have to start from ground zero, or sometimes it's negative ground zero, and you have to keep going. You have to find a spark in your day in order to keep going and to make it feel like it's worth it and that you really did put in everything that you needed to put in today and that you really did actually accomplish something, even if there's all the toys on the ground and the kids are yelling and screaming and the dogs are barking and everything's going haywire and crazy and you just feel like a failure. Sometimes we just have to stop and we have to find gratitude in the moment and gratitude in our day in order to want to keep going instead of just defaulting, because defaulting is never good. And so having a grateful attitude and finding a spark in your day is a habit that we need to create in order to have a happy home and a happy life. An attitude of gratitude is something that we need to cultivate so that we can continue to be happy. When you meet the happiest people, they're always grateful. They're always grateful for something. They find something wonderful in every day and in all the hardships. And those are the people who are able to handle life better and who are able to be happy. I went cherry picking and came home so excited. I had carefully picked all of my cherries for 2 hours and picked through them and went through I spent so much time on these cherries because I was so excited that I finally got to be able to do something like that. And after 2 hours of sweating and climbing a ladder and picking all the cherries, it was all for nothing, so it seemed, because it was all a wasted effort. And that's one way to think of it, but I decided to think of it as what a wonderful opportunity that I had to finally go and you pick something. I had been looking for a you pick forever, and it just seems like there was nothing in our area despite everything that we have around here and all the farms. There was just not a you pick in our area that I could find, and I finally found one. I finally found one where I could go and pick stuff, and I had such a great time picking food for my family and having this whole experience and opportunity. It was spark and the gratefulness in that opportunity, and that made everything so much better. And I didn't feel so depressed and so down and like I just had to default and stop. Like it made me keep going. It made me make a smoothie and think like there has to be something else that I can do for this recipe so that I can recipe test it. And there was. I found cherries. Probably dried cherries are probably the better way to go anyway. So it was a wonderful opportunity, and I was able to find the blessings and the gratitude in that experience. And so homemaking is a wonderful opportunity. We just need to be able to find gratitude and love in those times where it's hard to find gratitude and love. And it's when you're homemaking, you're creating a home and filling your space with love. And so that's what we're really trying to do here is cultivating an attitude of gratitude so that we can just spread love everywhere. It's important to find gratitude in everything, and it's really hard sometimes, but we really need to find gratitude for the opportunities that we have, the spots we have to clean, the laundry we have to fold, that we have the laundry to fold, and we have the washing machine to fold it, and we have the dryer so we don't have to do it, and the hardships that we, kind of come across, like maybe things don't work out, or maybe a house offer falls through, or sometimes there's a car crash, and sometimes you have to be able to fight your way through that and find a spark in that and around you in order to create a pivot point so that we can learn and be flexible as we move and we go forward, and that we're able to spread the love that we have. Now we just need to be able to bring it out so that we can care for ourselves and care for our family around us and be a homemaker and have a home that we feel comfortable and loved in. And so thank you guys for joining me in the video today. I am so excited to put this out there and for you guys to see it. I will be putting up the chocolate cherry sourdough scone recipe soon, and it will be linked in the description below. And I hope you try it out because it is so good. I haven't had anything this good in a long time, and it was just to die for. I just can't even explain the wonderfulness. I just want to make it all the time, but I can't because I know that would be really not healthy. Although this recipe is pretty stellar and pretty good. We have some healthy ingredients in there, and we have some it's pretty good. So I will see you guys on the next episode. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you want to subscribe and hit that like button and check out the blog post where the recipe is, and just check out my blog. And if you join the email list, I will update you with new videos that I put out and new blog posts that I put out. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me there as well. And I will get out some information to you. So I'm so excited. Thank you so much for joining me today. We will see you later.